friends or whoever is watching all this. I just wanted to say I'm feeling really excited. I just hope no one's like pulling a prank on me, or you know it's just a joke, and mm, it's really not it's really not Christmas, and my tree's not coming along. But I just wanted to show all this stuff I'm up to, and I'm just so excited because I started decorating, and I took all the advice from all these people I've been following online, famous designers or just regular decorators like me. So I thought to celebrate well, in honor of this design, I would make this Christmas kind of like these two shades, something like a Dior silver with like a creamy kind of ivory. And I just started doing this all on my own. I've never been trained. This is completely self-taught. I just decided to flock up my whole tree. As everyone knows, my parents give me still very little pocket money. This tree was literally $100. Amazon.com lasts, a lifetime. All the stuff I get like for a few dollars. All these look at this beautiful lace. Of course, I got very good advice last year. I think somebody, well, I know who said it, to pick the ribbons that are like harder, so like they stick up better. And this year right away I picked it up, and I got these like structured ones. It comes with a wire. I put 2 layers on it to celebrate when you want to celebrate people and designs when they're still around. So I thought I'm not going to be patient about this and wait until my birthday. I'm going to celebrate this sort of style. So it's very classic, but look what I did. Just started, so excited. I put two together. It's because I got the thicker wire, like I was, just advice, very good advice. Get the thicker wire. And then I put two on top of each other. So it's like the ivory satin, and then I put like the lace silver over it. You don't have to do any like, sticking them together. You just have to pinch it the right way. I guess I'm good with my hands. And I think I'm gonna start with this. So I might do like 5 of these each side going down vertically, but like in a really designer fashion. Same with the other. Then maybe a little bit more lace and like, all these poinsettias, flowers. Then, I'm not someone who like watches all these internet shows or gets advice from people I meet when I travel, and then I don't take the advice. No, I take I pick up the good pieces of advice and I incorporate them into my designs. So this year, yeah, do the lace first. Why should you waste all the baubles when you're putting up the lace? So I'm gonna be done with the lace design. Just my own design, thought of it myself. um Finish that up, do a little more fluffing, like silver white flowers, because that's the color theme. No makeup on today, so this is my very sharp face, though, when I have no makeup on. But so that's it. I'm just really excited. I mean, the people who are following me, no, they know who's, the advice I'm taking from each person I view on the internet or I meet during travels. You know, they know who they are, and I feel, even though I'm all alone, I'm spending Christmas all alone, and my friends are most of them are in the United States. And it's not a real Christmas till you're with your friends. But I always think I should still do the tree. Because, well, a Christmas tree is, having a fancy Christmas tree is probably the most American thing. The most American thing one could be is having the fancy Christmas tree with lace all over it, like just disgustingly fancy Christmas trees. That's something that's only in America. And so even while I'm away from home, I'm stuck out in Hong Kong for a while longer. I'm gonna make my tree here and just take a small one little photo, post it online so my friends can see, and kind of keep it going, but hopefully get out of here soon. In my case, I would love to go back to New York, and I hope once I settle down there, I have a normal, regular, happy life, and I won't have to come back to Hong Kong again. But yeah, so I'm feeling so excited. Look at all my tool stuff. So a lot of, kind of cutting things up, but keeping it easy, keeping it easy. Copy designs. I get inspiration, off other people. There's a big online community, but I don't ever copy designs. Every design's mine. The last thing to say, I know I said, like, 5 points or something, have 5 points to say in every video. The last thing I wanted to say though is I made a pretty sort of nice tree last year, and I just want to say that I don't think I should be making a gorgeous Christmas tree every single year, when I'm still so young, because life is supposed to be really long, and I am only 42 years old, and my friends are not with me at this moment. And the best Christmases and the most white Christmases, I think, should be shared, with the people you love. And so when you're spending a COVID Christmas mostly alone, you just see your mom and dad down the street once or twice. I don't want to like make the prettiest, most gorgeous tree, because it's not yet my real Christmas with all my friends and a big party. That's when life matters again, when the people are back, and that's when you host a Christmas party, and you can make your tree white or silver, or you can make it black as uh, black as Gucci, or you could make it Tiffany blue, and you could design it in your own house. But that's after your birthday. That's after your birthday. And I just don't think like a 6-year-old should be like having the most gorgeous celebration of her lifetime, because life is really long and it's supposed to get better and better, and you shouldn't think that life is gorgeous just because you have a pretty tree and a pretty home when you're not back home in the States with all your friends that you love. Christmas, I could just be living in a 1-bedroom apartment in New York, but Christmas walking down Madison Avenue going shopping with my girlfriends and stuff like that, or you got a small place and then walk to work every day, and there's so much to look forward to, even though my future life could just be so simple and small, and just being stuck at home almost every day, like just sitting at home every day with nothing to do at this moment. Out in Hong Kong, I don't think I have to be so pretty every day, because I'm just so sure there's more to come. Not like more, things, but there's more love and more people, the same as I was, so happy with so many friends before. But yeah, it's embarrassed how I look at home with literally no makeup. Literally. Not one smidgen of makeup except, well, my, see? Yeah, so that's what I'm up to. I just wanted to show everyone how. Just look how messy this is. Yeah, I'm a very skinny person. Mostly I eat vegetables, a little fish, little bit once a week. All my stuff. See how pretty the tree's gonna be, and all handmade. I'll never copy designs, and I want to celebrate the white and silver, but like well, the reason you get to talk when it's your birthday, and I'm a very patient person. I was a good kid. I was a really good kid. I got into Harvard. My parents didn't pay a dime for my acceptance. It was really a surprise, and it was like, so I'm patient. I'm willing to wait till it's my Christmas to to make things feel real. But I just wanted to say hi to everybody, and let's keep this going and keep all these. See, I got this thingy with my my sofa, the other side, all these beautiful. I got this kind of two-tone thing. I thought, why do it, do what you feel like doing now, if it's just something easy to do, because sometimes people not everybody's as young as me. You want to celebrate things while they're still around. Like my parents are in their 70s. I want them to see that they influenced me while they're still alive. So okay, talk to everybody soon. I'm just gonna be up to more decorating and showing more videos of myself with no makeup on my face. It's so embarrassing. Okay, so just to continue from my last video, I'm just making progress. I stay pretty consistent. If that's the theme and that's the direction, then that's how I just keep going. And so far, it sort of started looking like this. I don't know how I do it. Doesn't look so good from the mirror. I'm gonna reverse 3. So I just thought it would look good like this. So the 2 layers, I use my hands. It's been, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes. And I have free time, so I keep a little extra there. And then I'm gonna just do like a cascading thing. And it's probably gonna look, it's gonna keep looking like this. Pull this a little more so it's consistent. Like this. So, and then I have all this stuff out here because I mentioned already the theme. Not really a theme, but yeah. And I don't eat much. That's the thing about me. I don't know. I put on a little bit of makeup when I go out, and I don't know what's going on. My mom told me I never really know why I heard noises outside my house for a few years. There's nothing special about me, and I'm a regular person, but everything I say is true. So when I'm at home, I'm pretty casual, like, see? I don't care. Much makeup on at home, nothing on at home. See, there's nothing on my face. When I'm at home, it's really just so casual. I know I'm like pretty thin. I'm not too short, but I'm pretty thin. And I don't try. Oh, that's the tree at the back. I don't try to diet. I have skinny legs, small waist, skinny arms. And I just sort of have boobs, and then there's like nothing else, which is strange. I think it is right for people to think it's funny that it's kind of top heavy, you know, and then my face, I don't really look Asian, but I'm completely, well, I'm completely of Asian descent, um, you know, and my mom is a non-American, but this is how I look at home. There's no makeup on my face, and I just wanted to show the progress because I think it's gonna start making sense. So this is I do it like a really, here's what I see. I actually measure it out so they all look the same up there on the tree. I take the advice I'm given. I'm not like, you know, like I don't just like watch interviews online and then not absorb what I learn. So I just sort of keep it at around the same, like I keep one strip at around this. So wherever I got here, scissors. Let me just grab, where are my scissors? Oh, there they are. So I'm just gonna see if I can hold this while I cut it. So I cut it right around here. I keep the same length all the way through. So it's gonna be right here, and I'm gonna keep my hand really steady, which is right here. See? And I bought this beige satin one because last year it was too soft. So I take my advice, buy a harder one. So I bought this harder one. It's just like maybe a few dollars more. I think it's completely worth it. And then you just cut it just all in one go like that, just to make sure the wire doesn't go, like it doesn't fray. Then I do the same with this because I do a double layer because that's my theme. That's my theme, just to show, you know, I'm influenced. I absorb the positive influences that I get, just, you know, looking at designs when I go out and stuff. So I lay this on top, and I pretty much cut the same length, which is what I'll do right now. And again, I cut it, I use like good tools, good scissors. See? So this is what I have now. And this is what I've going on, you know, I've got this going on my tree. So it only makes sense then, I think, because I follow all the advice I get on the internet. I know it's not directed at me. I'm not a crazy person, but when I watch nice videos and people have good taste, or they're good designers, like I take the advice. So this year, this is a way harder one. This is also way harder. This is organza. It's not a chiffon tulle. And then this is a beige satin, but it's got a really thick wire. So what I'm gonna do is the way I did it for these. And I don't know, this is sort of American style, but because the ribbons are made in America, it's very flexible. I sort of learn. I'm self-taught, but I learn from watching people. I learn from people who, you know, talk on TV and stuff, and well, and I watch Vogue and stuff. So what I'm gonna do here is make sure it's, oh, excuse me, my very funny face. So these have to be parallel. See, sort of parallel, meaning they all sort of go, they all kind of come down in one way, so there's nothing strange going on, you know? So if this goes down this way, right? So this goes down this way. So this, I put it, you know, kind of, you know, just sort of on an angle. So I'm gonna do the same here, and I'm gonna make a decision, which is it's gonna be sort of right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put, I don't know how I can, I'm just holding my camera. I have one hand. How can I do it with one hand? You know what I mean? But to keep it in the same direction, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna move this out here. And then I'm going to use this as my base for twisting off my lace and my ribbon. So I can't do this with one hand. So I'm just gonna show in 1 second. How could I do it with one hand? I'm not a professional. Hold on. So I'm going to, there we go. Let's make sure it goes same direction first. There we go. So I sort of go in there. I go all the way in. There we go. And then I twist it under. So I put the sprig on top, ribbon underneath, and then I tuck the branch under the ribbon. So here I am. Just did this in 10 seconds. You know, you put the branch on top of the ribbon. You do like an under twist, you tuck it under your thumb. And because I made the change from last year to buy a tougher and better, like a harder ribbon, it becomes really effective, and see, it all goes down in one way. So if that's the way I did the first couple ones, then the next one should also sort of I think it should sort of come down. It should sort of come down this way, right? So that the whole tree it's like coming down on one end, and then you do it on the other end. At this point, I really think I should use both hands and try to tie it in, because I've got a really consistent thing going on. See, it's been looking pretty consistent, and it's only been about 30 minutes. But like I said, I can't wait to stop being stuck at home in Hong Kong, and I just want to return to the States to see my friends. And you know, the most American thing to do is to make a gorgeous Christmas tree, and so I get all my supplies off Amazon, and even if I do nothing all year, I put up my Christmas tree. And it's been a tough year. I've moved houses a couple of times, and my parents just tell me where I'm gonna move, and they decide where it is, and then I get my friends to help me pack my stuff and move it for me, and that's how things have been. So, you know, with the tree, and I've been unable to exercise during this kind of stuck at home period of my life. Always stuck at home. I can't really go out and exercise. So I'm very surprised. I don't have kind of loose skin or excess fat. I make a special point to eat vegetables, oranges, fruits, just because I have so little outdoors exposure, and I exercise so little, so then sort of I become even extra thin. I was always thin all my life, but even without exercising at 42, I'm still just really thin, because I eat so carefully, and mostly vegetables. Here's my refrigerator. It's quite organized. I get Starbucks in the morning just to get me out of the bed. You know, it's a couple of dollars, but it gets you out of bed, so why not? I have I'm still stuck in Hong Kong, so I have some Asian beverages out here. Good, good for your health. I always have a little French camembert, just to snack on. I have some noodles, more beverages. I always have like natural Greek yogurt. This is zero fat. Some eggs, a little milk. I have a little bit of a, oh, it's a Wolf Blast Moscato, but I don't go crazy. I have some, see, I have some fish. I do fish maybe once a week, and then I have lots of sort of frozen veggies. So yeah, that's because I've been just stuck for like 10 years, and I'm already 42, and I get a normal life. I get to be a normal girl for the rest of my life once I can make it back to New York. And I just, you know, it's gonna be so fun to be a normal person and just have like a nice small apartment in New York, and I don't want to be too ugly by the time I get out of here. So, yes, it's my, it's so funny to see, you know, it's like, it is me. And yes, I told my parents I want to honor their taste and their designs, and also all of my sort of newfound teachers online. Some of them are great designers. I mean, if people are giving you free advice, you should take it. And then of course, I just wanted to say again, you know, if let's say I travel and I met like a person who I would think is like my mom figure, I would want to incorporate his or her influence on my designs sooner rather than later, because people get old, and you know, my parents are elderly people, so I call them every day because I want to celebrate them while they're still alive. So I'm not gonna like use the other colors. I'm not gonna use brown or other colors for my design, color design, because I can wait until that can wait until next year. You don't know where your parents will be next Christmas. So I wanted to celebrate the influences I receive when I walk about. Even though I maybe I'll never know. But wow, that's really, it's like, you know, is there like someone just pulling a prank, and you know, nobody cares about me, little old me. But so yeah, I just wanted to say all that, and then keep going with my tree. Finish this, and then maybe one or two more, and then the same on the other side, and then a couple other lace, and then all this stuff, and then I got this stuff, and this, and that, and that, and that, and then there's a whole other department, you know, after. But I'm just a regular American woman, you know, like just a little old lady, and a little old American lady, who's just waiting to go back to New York. And that's basically that's the purpose I serve to my friends. You know, I always have been my friends consider me as the one in charge of making the house look nice, smell nice, look beautiful, choosing the colors and everything. And New York is a place where I have so many friends who would be there for me, even on an, you know, emergency basis. Like if something happened, I had to call someone. So, I don't know. I mean, the point is to get out of here, get home soon. Hope I can stay home once I get home, I have to make sure I stay there. So I'm always a pretty good kid and stuff. But yeah, it's extraordinary. I mean, it's extraordinary. It's like, I can hardly believe it. And I know I'll never know, but at least I can say it on video. Maybe somebody out there is watching.
Check it out. Does it seem strange that even when your mind says so, your heart says no? Just wait and see how it feels to fall in love with something real. Mysteries of life, speak the metaphysical. A world so full of life. Oh Christ, it must be you. The melody, it leads me to something divine.
So
In the
it's a lot more work to be done.
with a love so deep, crafted with care. And it leads me to here. Yeah. Call it theory, but I wanna call it life math. Call it melodies, but I call it my soul's path. Call them chords and let them pluck the heartstrings. Call them instruments, but they're with what the heart sings. The semiotics and semantics of a man's life. Through the language of harmony, the soul's night, dividing moments in the memory, any scene, and I embrace the deepest part of me, bittersweet, the boom back beat, or maybe how the horns play, the soft touch of keys, put some color in my gray, take me to a place of mine, there's the real me, no mask, just a mirror called the music, see, call me overly romantic or religious, I feel impressions of the maker in the rhythms. Many times I feel my words amount to nothing, but in a song there was something divine, in the perfect harmony, with a lovely melody, crafted with care, in the right way, and it leads me to hear something divine. The perfect harmony with a lovely melody, crafted with care, and it leads me to
So, I'm gonna go. I guess take a break. It's mid-November. I have plenty of time to finish my tree, but it's going well, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be lots of whites, lots of that stuff, silver. That's it. Beige, satin, all that stuff. Like all of this and this and
Does it seem strange that even when your mind says so, your heart says no? Just wait and see how it feels to fall
it's
in
my
love
bedroom.
with
Still
something real.
lots to do.
Mysteries of life, speak the metaphysical. A world so full of life. Oh Christ, it must be you. The melody, it leads me to divine.
Yeah, I'm reading this book right now. I get up in the mornings and I have nothing to do and I'm stuck at home, and I bought Burmese Days by George Orwell a few years ago, my last trip before COVID, my last trip before the pandemic. I haven't been on vacation for years now, but so I picked up this book outside a temple in Myanmar. There was this really lovely girl who was selling English books, and she was so nice. And so I bought this book, and I've always liked Orwell. Obviously, my Harvard essay was, focused on the Regency era. Local Victorian, but it's so interesting to read about the same era in Asia, because obviously when I was growing up in Hong Kong, it was still a part of, it was a part of Britain. And I went to a school where somehow I picked up an American accent, and then I left early enough to go to high school in the States. I guess that's why I'm, and I really fit in school and with all my friends. So that's how I guess that's why I get to be a normal American girl again. Once I get out of where I'm stuck, and then maybe I stay close to my parents. But the first step is always to start designing your home and making things beautiful, right? I'm completely a believer in just getting right in there and getting involved. But I don't cause any harm, and I'm always a good kid. But just do something while I'm stuck here or stuck at home. At least make it look pretty. And then I just eat lots of. That's my song. I eat lots of vegetables, and I eat very, very little food, because I want to stay pretty while I'm always stuck inside my home. Yeah, and I always gonna look funny, but it's okay on video. So now it's okay, and I don't even have makeup on my face. Like this one. Venez vite, c'est gentil chez moi, venez-y. C'est gentil chez moi, je vous invite. Vous serez pour moi le seul ami. Nous n'aurons plus jamais de visite. À la porte, tous les ennuis. Oh! Dans mon 6e, il y a place pour deux. Dans mon logis, on comptera les fois où nous dirons je t'aime et tu viens chez moi, venez-y. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm singing. But I like to sing songs, and I like how this song sounds. And yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how it happened this way. And my parents wanted me to go to Harvard, but they never gave them a donation. And I got in, so I'm very good at languages and books and literature and history, stuff like that. But I still went to MIT afterwards, because I guess Daddy studied there, and I'm not too bad. And that's where I learned portfolio management there, which is kind of balancing a group of things, a collection of things, and how to maintain them and stuff. Why am I talking about this stuff? These are just videos I post online. So my friends know I'm sort of alive and half well. So, yeah. Well, that's me. And, I'm always gonna just be a regular girl and nothing special. But it's good to assert that we're all alive, and things will look better. And it's only like my, what, 5th birthday or my 6th birthday. It shouldn't be that good. Life should get better and better and better. It's not supposed to peak at your 40s and then you just do nothing by the time you're a little old lady and you're 60 years old. That's when you still want to be gorgeous, and that's when you have a big Christmas tree, like an 8-foot tree, and your friends are over and you're living in New York, and you know, maybe your apartment's only got 2 bedrooms, but you're very happy and still very pretty. You know, this is not a big deal. It's just stupid, and just for a while longer.